can you get any, like, whatever? And I was like, what? I was like, no, don't do that. He's like, I don't even know what he's talking about, man.
That's
like,
so funny.
what is wrong with people, man? Like, I don't get it, bro.
So I invited Bad Mama Jama up.
Who's that?
I don't know, but it might take a second for them to come up. I don't know yet. It might not. Who knows?
Okay. Don't know who it is. Why them specifically?
Because they raised their hand to ask a question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, I had such a good night. I got to see a pic of my little Pookie Boo, right? I got trusted, right? And that feels good, right? When nobody trusts you for a
Yeah.
long, when you get told, I'm going to share this with you, Mom, because you've been doing, I'm watching. You've been doing good. I'm going to share this with you. You send it to anybody, I'm done. Anybody. So it made me feel good.
Well, I'm so glad.
Made me feel good. But then the trust factor also. Then the reaching out, right? Also. Right after I called and actually got an answer from who I've been trying to call for a month, right?
Yeah.
Like, it all just, I can't explain it. Like, what made that happen? It could be a coincidence, right? Because it's just Halloween. But I don't know, right?
What was Jace for Halloween?
I don't want to say on here because.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I'll say privately. I mean, it's not a big deal. I just don't want to do anything. You get what I'm saying? Since now I'm going to really try to get my shit together, right? I do care a little bit more about the rules a little bit, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, of course.
Before, if you told me a rule, I was going to break it on purpose, right?
Well, I'm happy that you got to talk to him and you got to talk to Abby and what a good night.
It all happened within like an hour. Literally, I got off the Discord and I'm thinking, I'm like, fuck, I spent all day on there. I wanted to reach out to Jace, right? So I called the number that I have and hello. I was like, hey. And I got an I love you too. I about died. I love you guys. I always say it to all of them, right? And I love you too. I was like, what, this day, bro, this day. I asked him for a picture, but he said, I don't like taking pictures. Like, I know, buddy. No, I'm not gonna force him, right? I was just like, well, I hope, like, I was like, can you describe it to me then?
I thought that people would come up and ask questions, but
it was only 40. It's all right. Just keeping busy, right?
Hello.
Oh, hey, how was your night?
It's okay. Pretty chill, just watching all the kids fucking run around like fucking weirdos.
Yeah, we had none down by my parents. I was kind of like, nobody. But what's up? What's your question or statements or
Yeah, I kind of wanted to comment. Like, yeah, when dudes are pretty happy to send pictures most of the time, but I'd probably say like in this day and age, we understand the superficiality of like online dating and stuff. So like if you just get like a book for its cover and then you deny it, it's like fuck. It makes the dating pool a lot harder. So that's probably why a dude's not sending pics.
Oh, we were talking about my youngest. He's 12, but yeah, he's very funny about pics and very funny about social media. You know what I mean? Especially this because of me. So, but yeah, it's you're judged a lot on looks, and it's hard for the kids growing up, a lot harder than it was when I was growing up, I'll tell you that. And it was rough then. What happened? Am I still on?
Yeah, we can still hear you,
Okay,
but
I'm
yeah, I
sorry.
don't know if you guys are done with me. If you want to kick me out, or do I leave, or what?
Hey, if you want to stay and talk, we'll talk. If not, you can whatever you want to do, man. Totally up to you. Just chilling, I was talking to Kim. I was like, let's jump on real quick and try to catch a few people I didn't get to earlier that want to, talk.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty close mouthed. I mean, I'm happy to listen and hang out, but I'll just comment every now and then and just talk shit, I guess.
Yeah, no, I hear you, and more power to you. I mean, it is what it is. I know what's coming, going on, so can't complain about it after, right?
Yeah.
And that's the truth of it. Whew. I'm too old. I can't breathe. Whew. I gotta sit down. Oh my god.
I have to go find my inhaler because I did ask, can't breathe at
I
all.
have some kind of asthma or COPD or something now from smoking cigarettes from 13 on, and because I literally cannot fucking breathe, ever. I'm gasping for air.
No, I know. It could be because your blood level is low.
I
Or
what?
your iron intake. You need more iron.
Um, Kim, I think this kid is a little bit shy. I don't think he knows how to leave. I'm not.
Wait, you want me
Sorry.
to leave, or what's going on here?
No, not at all. But if you want to, please let us know so that if you don't know how to get out, I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
Oh no, I know my way around Discord, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. My bad.
How long have you been in Discord for?
Right.
Ooh, I want to say the better part of a decade and stuff. I used to be like a debate bro, debating philosophy and stupid shit like that, like all the other neckbeards on Discord for the most part.
Yeah. How did you come across Lisa? How
No,
did you
you guys
find out about her?
Well, I feel like it was a couple months
are
ago. I keep saying I feel like, but I know it was a couple months ago. I just kind of saw the
way down
stream,
about
kind
8,
of
I
read
guess.
the comments, and just kind of use it for
In
company
the
for the
morning.
most part.
All right. Good night. Love you guys. Okay. Sorry about that.
Wait, who's
Can
going to
you
bed right now? It's early.
Yeah.
her parents?
It's almost 10 here, which is early to me, but my parents are old. They're 60, so they're old bats.
But can you repeat that? How did you really come across Lisa?
Just scrolling through TikTok, and then I kind of just had it for like background noise because do you guys know what body doubling is? I don't. It doesn't matter. I use it for company, and it kind of keeps me focused on what I'm doing. To have something in the background, people talking and stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I could not watch the TV show or anything, but if it's playing in the background, I need noise,
I do the same thing. I said that before. I watch the YouTube to just listen and fall asleep, right? Like the lives and shit, replays. So I listen to and then I fall asleep. I can't without listening. It's weird.
So, have you had any interactions with Lisa before, negative or positive at all?
No, well, if I don't think I've sent anything, but you'll know my screen name. It scrambles for anyone that's curious. I don't know if they're just listening in, but yeah, I'm not like a content creator or whatever the fuck. I just hang out online. That's my life.
Okay.
Second, that's me too. I ain't a content creator. I'm just hanging out online, and that's my life, unfortunately. So,
And we all got our own way of doing things, I guess.
but, very true, man.
That's good. Audience 45 or Joey, do you have anything to say? Oh, I thought that was his name under it. It just Joey, do you know how to unmute? Or
They're on their phone, so it's pretty difficult to navigate without like accidentally doing something. So yeah.
yeah, if you tap the screen, Joey, the second button on the bottom from the left, looks like a microphone. If you tap it, it would mute you. If you untap it, unmute, depending on the. Unless you just don't know you're up here and you're not.
He might be feeling like a master villain. I mean, I don't know, just to.
What, he's conspiring? He's just plotting right now? Like he's a villain or what?
Like, because it rhymes, I always say, like, he's chilling like a master villain. It's stupid, but it's just like, I don't know, just say it.
Okay,
Like,
my bad. I thought you were like
I mean,
really
like,
sus
super
of him or
chilling,
something.
because it just rhymes. I don't know.
It's funny as fuck.
Dude, I literally said to Kim the other day on the phone, we were talking, and I said, they're sitting over there waiting because they're nebby. And she goes, you say that all the time. What does the nebby mean? Do you know what that means? Scrambles, you ever hear that?
What is it called? A nebby?
Nebby, yeah. Like you ever heard somebody say they're being nebby?
No. Is that like nebulous
That
or
must
something?
be a Pittsburgh thing then. I didn't even know that. It means like they like want like all your business. You get what I'm saying? Like they're sitting over there because they're gonna sit there because they're like nosy. It's another word for nosy.
Oh.
Like they want to know, all my business or whatever, or our business, so they're gonna sit there like they're being nebby. Like they poke in everybody's business like an old lady neighbor, right?
Like Gina's being nebby.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
Can you hear
lie,
me now?
I kind of feel attacked
Who?
because I'm in here just trying to gossip and be nosy too, you know?
Can
No.
you hear? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, you know.
Lisa, I'm just going to tell you, man, if you want people to start believing you when you say you're going to rehab or you're doing this or that, you gotta go back. You keep saying the past 5 months, but we're talking like I've been watching you for at least a year now, and it's been longer than 5 months. You got to start coming clean about some of this stuff. And I know you say you've apologized. You apologize for one thing. It's the brain cancer thing. But there's like all the times you said you're going to rehab, and all the I need food, I need this. There's, I mean, you can go back and watch yourself on YouTube. You see you fighting with Abby, and you can hear you tell her that if you don't get your dope, like you got to come clean about some stuff if you want people to start believing you. Like this meetings stuff, everybody knows you're not going to meetings. I've been clean for 14 years. I just celebrated 14 years, and if you want, like, you gotta start coming clean if you want people to believe you. It's the only way to do it. Like it's the only way. If you wanted to get to a meeting, anybody in those meetings would offer you a ride. They would say, "We'll drive you." They want you to be clean and sober. They wouldn't just leave you stranded.
All right, wait,
Crying
hold
outside.
on. Hear me out for 1 second though. Like if someone doesn't want to get clean or they can't get clean in the way they want to, it's probably gonna feel like someone's forcing it on them, and it's not gonna feel natural. It's not gonna feel good for themselves. So I feel like you should let people deal with their own problems on their own time.
Yeah, I'm
agree.
telling you, I've been clean for 14. I know that.
I agree
I
with
couldn't
you.
be forced. I couldn't be forced at all.
Right.
What I'm saying is that Lisa keeps saying she's going to rehab, she's getting clean, and then there's this happens and that happens. She blames it on the people on TikTok because they didn't give her $30 this time, and she can't go without smokes. And it's over and over. If you want people to believe you about it, if you really do, you got to come clean. You got to start acknowledging some of the shit that you did. Like yesterday when you just bounced out of the Discord when somebody asked you about money for Shadow, like that. You
Yeah, but
gotta come clean about it.
I understand, but that's not me not wanting to come clean. That is, how should I put that, Kim? That is covering my ass. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't, because there's no. Everybody can say there's legal repercussions. There's this. There's that. You're not. No,
I highly doubt
there's
it.
no law enforcement that's going to show up at your door and say you've been lying to people on TikTok. You're under arrest. It doesn't work like that. If that was the case, then there'd be a lot of people under arrest on TikTok, because all people do is beg and scam. That's all I've ever seen. But it's just, you don't want to admit about Shadow. That's fine. We all know. But there are other things like all the rehab scams, all the I need food, the I'm going to see Jason. I have to go, and I can only go to a restaurant in public, and shit like that.
Yeah, all lies.
Yeah,
No intention of ever going.
Yeah, come clean about it.
Yeah.
Clean about it.
And
Let
that's
everybody know that this has all been bullshit. Maybe somebody will start believing you.
Yeah, and that's why one of the reasons I haven't asked for a nickel, these past 2 days is because I don't want anybody to think that that is what is going on here. You know what I mean?
I can get that, but you can't tell me that people still aren't sending you money. There was that fucking weirdo who popped up yesterday that called you a queen. Oh, I just want to send you a couple of bucks. Like, people are still sending you money,
All right, hold on,
who
chill.
knows?
You can't call them a fucking weirdo after they donated and they're trying to be nice. Like, come
No,
on, man.
no, that dude was a fucking weirdo. First of all, I can call him whatever I want, but what I'm saying is that you're known for going behind the scenes and texting people. We know Kim gives you money. We know, it's not a secret. She's put that out there. So this whole Discord thing seems like a big scam.
No, I mean, you're right, and I understand where you would think
How
that
does
there was always a
Discord
punchline.
come off as a scam, and we don't ask for money in this Discord? We do not make you pay tiers to be in this Discord. We don't even ask for your private information.
Because
how is my
I'll tell you how. I'll tell you
Get
how,
where he's
because it
coming
looks
from, though.
like that.
There's
It
always
looks
a
like that because there's always you and her. You have put out the phone calls where you guys make up lies, make up a little scam here and there, and then she comes on and does it. This seems like that same thing. Past behavior is the best predictor of future relevant
But that
behavior.
was me exposing her. That's not me trying to scam people out of money. Like,
That's cool. Look at the chat right now. Everybody knows that you're high as fuck right now, Kim. It's
I
not
am
even
not
a
high as
secret.
fuck at all.
Okay, whatever. Like, we've heard you
I'm
before.
eating
You don't
candy.
sound like
I have
this.
candy in my mouth. That's what I'm
Okay.
eating.
All right, whatever. That's cool too. But that's not how it sounds. I used
Okay, well,
heroin
you
for
guys can
14
think
years.
whatever the fuck you want, but it's not true.
That's
You guys
cool.
come up
I
with
wouldn't tell the truth
conspiracy
about it
theories
either.
all the time.
It's not a
All the
conspiracy
time.
theory. These are things that you
It
guys
is
have
a
said out
conspiracy
loud.
theory because you just want to like sit there and say shit that's not true. Next.
Well, to be fair, he did say the chat said.
Well, I don't even care. I'm not reading the chat. The chat says a lot of shit. The chat told us to go OD and die. The chat told us that they want bullets put in our head. Why are we gonna sit there and read the fucking chat?
Wait, people have really said that shit to you guys?
Oh my
They
god.
say it every single day.
They got to be like edgy teenagers that are just trolling, right?
Just because I have here.
Lisa, I have a question. So I was just wondering why on your live that you were talking about your 24-hour chip and that you were going to go get it and then you bounced. Like
Oh, we got a Canadian.
It just seems to me like whenever you're like, I'm going to be showing proof of something, then you bounce from the conversation. So I was just wondering about that. Like, are you deflecting or you just don't want to show it? Or like, I'm just wondering.
To be completely honest, I feel like, because so much has been shared on here, people feel like I have to do things or demand things. And, it's hard because when I'm on trying to talk and not ask for anything, right? And then you got people in the chat, the whole chat just writing chip, 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 right? I'd like to see what a lot of other people would do in that situation, right?
So I would say in my personal preference, like if you have no intention of providing that or doing that, then I would say my preference would be the honest route and being like, you know what, guys, it's none of your business, but I had a good day and I just wanted to share that, but I don't have any reason to show you and I don't have to. I don't owe you anything.
Well,
And just be
then you're
honest
on
from the
there.
get-go.
Then you're on there arguing with people, and they get pissed and start, writing mean stuff.
I don't think so. I think setting boundaries is fine. Like, yes, you're on there and you're a content creator, but you have the right to say, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to show it. That's your
Well,
personal preference. But
there's
lying to people is what's getting everybody gaslit and saying the wrong things about you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah, I do, but there's a lot of people that don't feel like you do. Like, do you understand? Like, when my daughter had her baby, right? That it got exposed because I was told I was lying because I didn't tell my audience about it for a week.
But why does their opinion matter? Why
Um,
does my opinion matter? That's all
to
I'm saying.
me,
It's like
it doesn't.
it shouldn't matter to you. If you want to show that information, then show that information. If you don't want to show that information, then don't show that information, but just be honest about it and say, listen, I don't want to show you. Shut up. Listen to what I have to say or leave. I would have way more respect for you standing up and saying that to people than saying, yeah, I'm going to go get it and then bouncing.
I get what you're saying, 100%. I just when the chat's actually going good for once, you know,
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not good at really reading people, but like I feel like to some extent these people have a vested interest in you doing well. And then if you say you're gonna like try to do well and then you don't, you're letting it makes them feel like, hey, did I like put my bet or did I put my eggs in the wrong basket to some like you do you know what I mean?
yeah. And I've said in the past, there are people that feel like that, and I feel like I'm letting them down, right? Um,
I mean, people
but
do this with football teams. I mean, I don't think it should be a surprise if they do it to the people that they uh use or I guess watch for entertainment, I guess.
I mean, how I feel about it too is, you know, um, I feel like, and this ain't a victim thing at all, but it's just what I see that has gone on and goes on. No matter what the truth is or what proof is shown or how much proof or no proof, they believe what they want to believe, right? Um, you know, things have been one way and I've put out, proof after proof trying to show it. And, it's no, that's Photoshop. She texted that to herself. Kim's blowing her phone up, right?
Oh,
It's never good enough. So I feel like I just don't address anything at all anymore.
well, like let's say you get in like you're in a particularly good mood one day and you're like, you know what, today I'm gonna take some steps to like improve my situation. What are some of the things you notice come up that distract you or take away from that path?
Um, of doing like things I need to do.
Yeah, do you feel like people are a distraction, like if you're hanging around the wrong crowd, or what are the kinds of things that kind of veer you off the path of like when you're in that mindset of I'm gonna improve myself? What are some of the things that kind of take you away from that path?
Um, Social media is a big factor.
Okay.
I mean, I just said, going into this, I said, I got off the Discord and said, shit, I wanted to reach out, you know what I mean, earlier.
Well, I'm no scientist or anything, but yeah, social media can definitely be a stressor, especially when it's like one of your main avenues for social interaction, I feel like.
Yeah, that and like, your only, source of income and becoming, it became the only way I ate and things.
Well, I mean, all types of all ways that you kind of try to find some means of income are gonna have like a double-edged sword. I mean, even if you were to go work at McDonald's or something, you still got to show up, deal with shitheads and people, and you're probably not doing something like interesting. It's very monotonous, samey job every single day. There's a
Right.
double-edged sword to everything, and if I guess avenue for revenue is going to be social media. You, I mean, by now um, the internet's fucked up sometimes.
Oh, yeah, it is. And, you gotta grow tough skin to be on it.
Well, what's the plan for the rest of the day? It's Halloween.
I don't got shit planned. We're going to bed, you know. I don't know. I got them little flavored Tootsie Rolls at the store, and I can't find what I can do with them.
All the ones with like the blue wrapper, orange wrapper, and stuff. Those are good as fuck.
Yeah. Like the red's my favorite, and I like can't. I don't know what the fuck where I sat them down.
Yeah, just throw all the lemon ones away. Nobody wants those.
I don't know. I guess it sucks. I really don't know what I.
Jay in chat says, "Why did these always turn into the who can kiss Lisa's ass the hardest competition? What should we do? Just shit on her as hard as possible? Hey, let's shit on an internet person more. That sounds fucking fun."
They literally do it all day, every single day. It's just shit on Lisa. I think you're like one of the first people that have been genuine and like you're like a breath of fresh air. I'm so serious. I wouldn't even want to knock you down if I had to. Like I was just about to unmute and be like, "Where do you have these questions like written down like for you to ask Lisa like or are you thinking of them off the top of your head?"
Well, yeah, like generally, if I ask anybody a question, I guess I've gotten in the habit of just kind of like listening what they say. And generally, if you listen to people long enough, they're going to talk about things that they care about or that are really an issue in their life. And you can learn a lot by asking questions.
No, yeah, you definitely can. I don't know where Lisa went, so I guess she'll be back.
I understand the sentiment of chat right now. It's like, hey, you got to pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Look at me. I'm a fucking hardworking this and that. And all you guys are doing is trying to suck your own dicks and feel good about yourself. If you want a mirror to jack off to, I mean, go for it. But I mean, just shitting on other people is just like, it's weird, man.
I honestly don't even read the chat because they are just a waste of time reading them. I'm so dead ass. Like, nothing they say bothers me. And it's like more like out of sight, out of mind for me. So if I'm not sitting there reading it, then I'm not sitting here thinking about it, you know? So I let them say whatever they want. And imagine like sitting there typing.
Oh, you muted for a second. But I don't know, man. People are shitting on me right now for talking, I guess. But it could be worse. I could be in Discord not saying anything and
I'm
typing
back.
and
Let me
wasting
get
my
outside
Halloween.
and fix this speaker.
You're good. Imagine somebody taking the time out of their day to write messages over and over again, thinking that Kim's gonna read this and it's gonna ruin her day.
I think that's what it is. They want to be meaningful. They want to have made their mark and know they had an effect. I've seen the similar thing with like 10-year-olds when they try to like break a window and they're like, "Oh shit, that happened. I changed the world around me."
Yeah, but the thing is like, and like on my end, I'm not even like thinking about reading them, and I've never even like I don't take my time and scroll through Discord to see what people say about me. So they literally probably spend an hour coming up with something to say and then think that I'm gonna read it when in reality, I don't really even give a fuck. I genuinely don't read the chat because I always go by this saying out of sight, out of mind. If I'm not reading it or watching it, then I'm not thinking about it. I got better things to do. So, yeah, I was wondering where you went, Lisa. And of course, they're gonna fucking nag on you right now because you're being nice. Like, God forbid anyone is nice to Lisa or anyone is genuine and asks her questions.
Go ahead, Rebel.
They're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to act like that.
No, you get attacked, unfortunately, but
So I wouldn't even open the chat. I wouldn't even read it. Just let them waste their time and spend time with each other talking shit about nothing.
No,
I
I
don't
want them.
ever
I
read
like their
this
company.
or Reddit. You know that. But it's a mental health thing. I used to do it, right? And I had to just stop myself, you know? They're going to target you because you rattle a lot easier than me. You know what I mean? Because I've been
It's
doing
just
it.
fine. It's fine. It really is. I don't mind.
Oh, Nucking Futz has joined the stage.
What's the name? Knocking.
Nucking Futz.
It's like backwards. The first letter of each word. You're supposed to flip it
If I put
to
this on
fucking
YouTube, will it,
nuts, but it's
well,
nucking fucks.
I don't have an
You
echo
get
or
it?
anything.
Or did that go over your head? Probably went over your head.
Me?
What's up, Lisa?
Yeah, I'm talking to you the whole time. I'm trying to explain her name. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening. I just ain't comprehending.
Okay, her name is Nucking Futt. You take the F and put it where the N is, and then the N where the F is. What's
That's
it
what
gonna say?
I thought,
Kim,
but
you
I
were so helpful. You were such a good
Yeah.
friend, being so
right.
helpful, letting her
I don't
figure
know if
that out.
she. Oh, I think I have to unmute her. So hold on.
No, I can hear her. I can hear.
could.
You can't hear?
Well, it said I had to unmute, so I unmuted. But now they have the chance to talk.
No, I can't hear her.
Can you
I
hear me
heard some
now?
background noise of some kind.
I hear you now.
No, I hear her.
Wasn't really speaking. I was listening.
Oh, okay. It was green.
So what's up? What y'all
No,
doing?
smoking a cigarette.
Just got back from trick or treating.
How did that go? He ate a lot of candy.
Not really. He had a panic attack, and we had to leave.
Oh, that was actually, whose answer too when I said you get a lot. Not really. Wonder what was up with that this year.
Oh.
A lot of people said that. Like, not really. Yeah.
So I got it. I got interrupted earlier. I was I was trying to get into the box for a good minute earlier when I was getting ready to before trick or treat, and then I finally got put up, and then I was inbound. I didn't mean to be rude with anybody and cut anybody off, but man, this seems like a deja vu, Lisa.
I feel you.
Wait, why deja vu? What's going on?
Who are you?
I'm
Just
Scrambles.
just some
Are
He's
you
person.
new
cool.
here? Are you new?
Yeah, I'm pretty new.
Or you been around for a little while? Kim,
He's
I
she's
joined the
quiet.
server today, but I've
Kim,
seen the streams for a couple of months.
now, are you new to this saga? Are you new to Lisa? Are you
Yeah,
new to Kim?
I would have Lisa on and then just have my earbuds in and that's it.
He said a
Oh, okay.
couple months he's been watching.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
not brand new, but new. Yeah.
Like if anyone wants to share the lore right now in VC, I'm happy to listen.
What would you say?
The story.
Which
Mm,
version do you want?
yeah.
The honest version.
Tech and she's the one for that. Tech's very honest and blunt, but that's why I love her.
Wait, quick question. What's the deal with all these people with the same like default profile pics? They don't know how to change it or what's going on?
I think that's like the go-to, there's a couple you can pick from. So when if you don't put your own up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that just kind of.
I don't think anyone in chat has ever struggled with addiction or anything like that. They're all stupid.
So she just dropped. Didn't have anything to say.
No, I think I saw her mute, so she may have been having like trouble. If she comes back in, let her back.
Wait, people are telling me to go into the chit chat channel. Where is that?
Into the chat. By the red button, they're gonna,
I wouldn't just don't let a lot of people influence you. Just make your own opinion based on like what you learn about us. You know what I'm saying?
So Lisa, tech just came up, and you mentioned earlier that you're ready to go to rehab. Don't you think that now would have been the chance to say something to her?
no. I have text number. Everything doesn't have to be a public display of entertainment for your viewing
Well,
pleasure.
yeah, you didn't have to
no.
say it.
Kim.
But
I agree.
all you could do is say, hey, I'm ready, and she would know exactly what you're talking about. Scrambles. You said you wanted like a little history.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, Lisa is struggling in active addiction, and she has begged for money on the app for a long time. She used her children, her parents, saying her child had cancer and was going to die. What else? Saying that her father had passed away and she needed money. A lot of people feel bad and guilty when they see her because they see her and themselves, right? Especially if they were struggling with addictions. And they would donate to her thinking it was for a ride, for food, things that she was asking for, which it wasn't. It was obviously, to get her high. She also said she had a daughter that got murdered, which that daughter didn't even exist. And I know people do stupid stuff during active addiction. And so, but you asked for a little bit of a history, and that's the history. I think a lot of people would have respected Lisa a lot more if she just would have came out and said, hey, I want to go get high. I don't want to be sick. I think that would have been a different story. But people
I
have been
can't help but think that, like, with someone struggling with addiction and they see an avenue for them to get higher, have that, that little hit. I mean, could imagine people saying some pretty wild things because your addiction's taking over your way of thinking.
And that's exactly what happened. And continues to happen.
Yeah, but then you're trying to turn around and ask her to apologize with some semblance of rationality when she's still struggling with the addiction. So I don't know.
No, I'm not. I mean, she can do what she wants, obviously, right? And she does. She's a grown woman. But people are asking for her to take accountability, like raising money, getting paid for her dog that had been taken away from her, and she continued to use that dog afterwards. And people just want to hear her speak the truth. They want to hear her actually acknowledge the truth. They all know the truth. And, when she constantly saying she's going to go to rehab and raising money and getting deliveries to her house for stuff, it just continues. So like you said, you're just here, for a couple months. We've had these calls before, maybe not in Discord. We've had these conversations, maybe not in Discord, but this is just another cycle.
Lisa, can you clarify that who said that?
Wait, I do want to apologize. I do have to head out. Some shit just came up. I might be back if you guys are live and open.
Like back up.
Bye,
I'll drop you.
Campbell. Have a good night.
All right, until next time, guys. Bye,
Thank
chat.
you. Bye.
Lisa, can you just verify that who she was just referring to about raising the money for you to go to rehab and whatnot?
What do you mean?
Who was it?
Who was raising the money for rehab? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, no, like who was doing everything that she just said?
I'm not understanding.
Okay, never mind. Just forget it.
She's saying that you should tell everybody that Kim was doing that, right, Kim? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm asking her to clarify who was the one that said that they were trying to raise money for her to go to a private facility. What person was trying to do that?
Somebody was doing that? Like
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
like the private pay bullshit.
Yes.
Move on. I'm not sure exactly what.
Hey Kim, will you let Tech back up? I think she got dropped by accident, but she's down there. Do you want to let her back up so she can say what she was going to say? You guys there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here. I
Oh,
think.
so can you add Tech back up,
Yeah,
Lisa?
I see her. I don't know how to do it. Like add anybody or anything.
I'm here.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to drop out.
Thank you, ladies. I know you guys see me down in the chat. I know other. I think Kim. I really don't know you. I really don't. I know of you, but Lisa. I mean, she ain't. I don't think you're any kind of friend of hers, Kim. I really don't. I think that you were in the same game and in the same boat, and I don't understand. Here's a scenario. When I was in active addiction, I seen my friend dope sick, and I didn't know what it was. I was a crackhead. I didn't do the other. So when I'm sitting there and I'm watching this girl going through, through dope sick, I was like, what do you want me to do? I went out and I hit a lick to get the girl right.
Mm.
I would never do that for anybody in recovery. Now that I'm in recovery, you know why? Because that could have taken her out. And in my addiction, I was just trying to help a friend not be sick no more. But in
Right.
recovery, I've learned that we've got to go through this shit to get through this shit. And
Hmm.
you helping her with money, what was your motivation there? What was your motivation? What'd you get out of it?
Are you there or you want?
I think you're entitled to your opinion. I appreciate, you sharing how you feel about the situation. And I don't think it's any of your business of what I do or why I give her money.
Oh, true that. But man. Well, Lisa, my shit ain't never changed.
I
I'm gonna
know.
keep saying the same thing over and over again. Things are gonna keep getting worse. They're gonna get worse. And I thought they were gonna be worse when your boy left. I thought maybe there would be a turn, and there wasn't. And then once I seen that there wasn't, that's when I started to feel my own shit and how I felt. I'm gonna read you something real quick. It's a letter from to my dear family. I am an addict in the grip of a compulsion in equal parts mental and physical. Please try to understand that I suffer from a disease. I appreciate your attempts to help me get clean, though I may not always have welcomed them. You argued with me, you tried to bribe me, you threatened me, but your efforts have been ineffective because they were based on the false belief that I have the power to stop my ugly use. I keep thinking I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
The scolding is actually counterproductive because it makes me feel even more ashamed and guilt than I already do. Please realize that my addiction thrives in guilt and shame. Though I know it is hard to understand the fact that it. Oh wait, I lost my lost my fucking place.
That's okay.
I made promises that I could stop, but I never kept them promises. Many times, I simply telling you what you wanted to hear to get you off my back. It
Mm-hmm.
is also true, though, that many times I really meant to keep my promises. Do you know how many promises I broke? Do you know how many times I said I was going to go to rehab? And you know why I said it? To shut everybody the fuck up.
Yeah,
That's
100.
why I told him I was going to rehab. To shut everybody the fuck up.
Yeah, 100%. You know,
What are you
push
doing
ev-
here?
push.
What is this? This is your interview, your Q&As that you used to do on TikTok. It's on Discord. You know it's still being streamed on TikTok probably, right?
Yeah, I'm sure a bunch of places. Yeah.
March. You were going to rehab. I told you in March, if they don't come and get your kid, he's gonna walk out. And he May. When was that? May?
Yeah, end of May.
You know, one of the saddest things I heard you say, I got 17 months to get myself together. What happens after them 17 months, Lisa?
I lose my rights to him
And,
forever.
and listen, a lot of people were saying, and I hate hearing that you don't care because I know you do. I know you do.
I do.
But is it gonna take ACJ? Because you don't want to fucking go there. You do not want to fucking go there.
Oh, nobody does.
You'd be better off going to fucking rehab. And you keep saying it and you keep saying I'm gonna go, and you're gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna go in a week. You're not gonna go in a week. You need to go now. Downtown. That door's open 24/7.
You said Gateway, right? Because that's the one my
No,
attorney.
no, there's Gateway, that's a rehab. You got White Deer Run, you got
Mm-hmm.
Greenbrier, you
Well,
got this isn't this is to get you through the door to where if the bed ain't available, they will keep you safe haven and they will get you in a rehab. If you get at 1 o'clock in the morning, if you say I can't do this no more, you can walk through them doors and say I don't want to do this no more, and boom, they keep you safe and not using, and then it gets you where you need to go. Beds are available.
yeah, they absolutely are.
And how did you go? What was your original, if you don't mind me asking, what was your original dose? And you're down to 80 now? When did that
Mm-hmm.
happen?
Mm,
Wasn't you like pretty high up there?
not crazy high.
I thought you was at like 120.
I was at 120.
So how you been going? How did you go from 120 down to 180? I don't, that was a pretty quick to go down to 80. Then you should be good to go to any rehab.
When I transferred clinics, for some reason, this one had more of a problem with the benzos. That's in a hole, right? And they just don't accept people that high on that kind of dose with a prescription, even if it's legal.
Yeah, well, they're not going to want you on your benzos neither. How do I feel about the benzos?
No, you hate the benzo thing, and I
What, there's a solution for that though, right? Because I know you're afraid to get off the benzos because of your mental health. There is a non-benzo for mental health. It's a whole slew of medication that is non-addictive for mental health. And
yeah,
once you get clean and once you start working on stuff, a lot of them anxieties are going to start clearing themselves because a lot of it is addiction
I bring
induced.
yeah a lot of it I bring on like myself, but yeah,
So you're on a clock, man. I screamed and look, I yelled at my baby mama for 2 years to stop her run. She was a federal fugitive. I said the longer you run, the harder it is when you come back.
mm,
But I know where you're at because I was there. I remember saying that everybody else is better off where they're at. I'm only fucking myself up.
yeah,
But your TikTok days are people giving you money. You said earlier, listen, you said earlier that addicts are giving you money. What addicts giving you money?
no, what I said was, just through this whole process, it was either people, that would send $5-10 to like the cash app. Some of them would write, you know, I'm a recovered addict. Like I feel you, you know what I mean, or whatever. But I I was just making the point that it's either one side or the other. They either come down the worst on me, you know what I mean, or they are the ones that have the sympathy for the situation, right?
Yeah, well, Look, I don't have sympathy for your situation. I have empathy for it. I don't believe you, but I believe in you. And I don't like Kim
Why?
because I don't. Because because Sharon is shit.
Because she's been trying to be your friend for who knows how long, stalking the fuck out of you, and
Oh,
you won't give her the time of day. So, and then
Who
she
the fuck
doesn't
are
like
you
me
talking
because
to?
I'm your
Who
friend.
the fuck are you talking? Are you talking to
oh,
me?
Kim.
Are you talking to me when I say it clearly? What'd you say?
I said you've been stalking the fuck out of her for who knows how long, trying
Stalk?
to be her friend.
I think that's
You
misinformed.
fucking stalk her. You
That's
went to
your
her methadone clinic and recorded a phone call with her father.
you
Who
got
did?
me
You have
mistaken.
been trying how
You got
long
me
to be her
You gotta
mistaken.
friend,
get your stories right. That was
and
not
that's why
Tech.
you
That
don't
was
like me. It's
Carmen.
Wrong,
because
lady.
she's
You don't
my
even know who
friend.
you're talking to.
That was
Fucking
You're
wrong.
high as a
bitch.
kite. That was
that,
not Tech. That was Carmen. You don't even know who you're talking
that
to.
was Carmen that did
Jesus
that.
Get straight.
Christ. Sorry,
Car-
Tech. I don't mean to interrupt,
Oh,
but
you're fine.
Kim, you don't even know who the fuck you're
Yeah,
talking about. You
she
are so
thinks
high as a kite right now. You're
Hey,
just spitting
no,
bullshit.
bed. Go to
she, thinks,
bed.
she thinks you're Carmen. She misconstrued who you are. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I sure in the fuck ain't Carmen, because I snapped the fuck out when Carmen did that shit.
Yes,
Hey,
you
that's
did.
who I thought you were. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
thought you were Carmen. All the
You're
shit.
right. Yeah, you're right.
No, I deadass thought that's who you were. I don't.
Yeah, I was like, wait, when did that happen? Because I'm like, like she did
Look,
when
Lisa,
I was locked
how many
up.
times I tell
Is
you
Carmen not stalk Lisa? Does she
I
not?
did. I'm not
She did.
Carmen.
I
I'm not
know,
Carmen.
but I'm just saying in general, does she not? That's why I just thought that you were Carmen. That's just what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the wrong person. But Carmen, I haven't heard from in a while. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. But yes, that absolutely was a very bizarre
Yeah,
situation.
I'm very close. I'm 40 minutes from Lisa. I could have gone. Matter of fact, I went up there one time to see her, and
Yeah,
I wouldn't come unannounced.
But I never really even asked about the situation either. I just heard stories, so I just kind of got the two confused, I guess.
Well,
I
I'm
don't know.
tech. I'm tech. I'm a
Mhm.
recovering addict.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think that's ever. She thought you were Carmen. Okay, I get where that hostility was
Well,
coming.
sorry, that was a trigger response right there. Is what you got.
Yeah, well, of course, and that same, on, her defense, because I was just like, why is she being like that with Tech? But I see now why she got the two situations confused.
Yeah, definitely not Carmen.
No, I know. Um, I, um, because you did come down here right when I was 302, right, with my
yeah,
sister.
I was coming up to visit you.
Yeah,
I was giving you a book.
and they didn't let you or something, right? Because I think only Ronnie came up, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you got signed out, and then I got a
Oh,
got a hold of your family member and said that I'm still up here. I can meet up anywhere. And I stayed up there until 6 o'clock. And then that's when I seen the video, you and your sister and you in the back seat.
they didn't even tell me you were up here.
Yeah. I went and visited my sponsor instead.
Because
And
I know.
and she showed me all kind of resources. She got working all kind of stuff up there in that city.
Yeah, I mean, there's pages and pages of shit if you want and can work the resources, right? There's, pages and pages.
Okay, well, I mean that's why I keep saying telling people I do prayer hands. Prayers only, no money. Lisa, man. I keep telling people just stop feeding. They're not feeding you. They're feeding an addiction.
Yeah, I
And
haven't. That's
and
why
I
I haven't been trying to ask for anything at all.
well, I mean, you're probably asking it on a back end. Look, I just told a story tonight. I had a sponsee who fell off. She stopped calling. I knew she fell off soon. About a couple days after she stopped calling, I knew that something was up because she called every day. Then she would ignore my calls because she knew what she knew. As soon as I heard her voice, I knew she was high. As soon as I heard her voice, I knew she was high. So
Yeah.
I ain't hear from her for months. Finally, she calls me up. Said she's hungry. I said, well, rehab. I said, I'm not feeding you. So called me up the next day, hungry. I got my hotel paid. I'm really hungry. I called my sponsor, called my we. They all told me not to, but I went ahead and bought her a pizza.
Yeah, it's
She
hard to hear.
and hounded me and hounded me and hounded me. I was polite the first 2 times, and then I let her fucking have it the third.
Yeah,
So
Kim's done.
I'm working on the back end. Don't sit here and act like I'm a big dummy.
I asked for $10 yesterday from 2 people to get smokes. I haven't actually worked anybody on the back end, to be honest.
Okay, well, why aren't you going and filling out an application? If you're not going to go to rehab, and what are okay? Here's a real fucking hard question for you, and then I'm probably going to go after this because I don't want to feel like I'm getting mean with you. What have you worked on your plan, your family plan?
Nothing.
So what
Nothing.
the fuck are you doing on TikTok then?
I shouldn't be. I said that when there was
Yeah.
30 people. I said
I'm gonna keep reminding you of that. So don't be hating on me. One day you'll fucking thank me. Start
not-
working that plan. Call your caseworker. Do something different.
Hey, Tech, before you go, I want to ask Lisa this question before Kim drops me again. Lisa, Tech's right here. She's offered you 2 or 3 different solutions for tonight, for you to get help tonight to start this process so you can be with your children again, be with your grandchildren, help you and your family. She's offered you like there's it's there. You know it's there. You could get there tonight. Are you going to take any of these, or are you going to just go with what you have set up and then you give yourself an out? You can go now. And if you really want to go to rehab, look, you'd walk across town right now to get dope, to get crack, whatever. You would walk across town right now. You have the chance to go and get clean right this second, to fix it all, to make yourself better. Because you don't get help, you're gonna die. All right. And I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I've never once told you to OD or any of that shit. This is the time. You've got it, right? This is it. You can go. Tech will help you. I'm nowhere near you, or I would help you, but you can go. Are you going to do it?
Jails, institutions, or death. Them are our bitter ends. You are at your bitter ends.
I know.
I had to go to one. And I had to sit and kick dope. And I had a $200 a day habit, Lisa. You have no fucking idea. I was going to die. I was on death's doorstep. I had just died 2 days before. And I had to go and kick alone in a place that only accepted people with no money, and nasty motherfuckers everywhere. But I had to do it because I was going to die. You're pretty close there. You're pretty close. And if it wasn't for your father, you'd be on the streets.
Listen,
But
I'll even drive up there and take you and tell you everything that's going to be in front of you.
Right now, you can do it. You can do it. Everybody. There are people here who have done it. It's hard. It sucks. Do the work. You know how fucking proud you will be of yourself, and how everybody keeps talking about your redemption story, and they say that to you. Oh, and they kiss your ass about it. This could be the start of it. And I'm telling you, are you going to do it?
Okay, one question though. Listen, if
I love you.
say say she does come, or my sister comes, or whatever, and I go, right? What happens if they don't have a place for me though? And then what happens tomorrow morning when I need my dose? What did they say what they would do by chance?
If you go to that place in downtown, you know the address. If you go to that place downtown, they're not going to refuse you dosing. They'll probably have transportation, and they're not going to let you out of the site.
So they would take me to my clinic.
Yeah, I mean, and you can ask them that before you even walk through the
That's what
door.
I'm trying. Yeah, that's the one question I have. That's it.
Even
Places like that know you're going to start kicking, and as soon as you start kicking, They know you're going to walk out the door. So they're not going to let it happen, Lisa.
And it's, yeah. And that, even that other facility, the one that I told you that you had to go through your caseworker, you have to have an open CYS case. If you
Yeah.
would have gotten one of them apartments and filled out an application, they would take you to dose every morning. And your son could have moved into that apartment with you. They got what, 2, 3, 2, 5, 6 apartments. And you're their own single apartments, but it's a program. They would take you to meetings. They got this van. They take you to meetings. They take you to your doctor's appointments. Your kid goes to school from there. You can get a job. They take you to dose. You could have had that all lined up.
I mean,
But
yeah,
you ain't got to make a phone call.
there has to be something that even facilities that don't have the methadone, like Bowling Green, like I was telling Kim, like even if they give the facility 30 days bottles while I'm there and the facility holds them and, you know, distributes them every morning or something, there has to be some way for this to work, right?
There is. Tech just said she would drive you to one of these places that is not going to let you start kicking. Are you going to go?
Yeah, I would go as long as like I know what's happening with that. That's it. That's the only question I have is that I don't have to pay because I can't, and the methadone. That's it. The two things. That's it.
Okay, let me ask you this question real quick. What is your fear of this methadone?
Early. The only explanation I have for it is early on. You know, probably like the first year I was on it. My mom actually was the one who would take me, and they were closed only on Sunday, right? And her tire blew on the way Saturday, so I was sick Saturday and then Sunday because I couldn't go back till Monday. And I remember just how sick and draining it was, and I've been scared to death ever since then, and have made sure my ass got there, rain, sleet, snow. That didn't matter.
Okay, you know the facilities, they're not going to let you go. They're not going to let you be sick. They medically help you get through all that. Okay.
You know what, Lisa? It was 14 years ago the last time I went through withdrawal, the last time I kicked, and I don't remember what it feels like now. I know that it sucks. I know that it sucks, but I
Right.
don't remember what it feels like. And you know why? Because it ends. Just like
Right.
anything else that sucks, it'll be over. But you're not going to. These places are not going to let you do that. I got to drop. I got to go to work. But get the help, Kim, Lisa. Get the help. Everybody's right here trying to help you. Tech just said she'd take you. These places won't let you kick because if you do, we all know you're just going to walk out the door. Because and you know what? I don't even blame you for that because I know how fucking hard it is. But get the help. Fuck you, Kim. You're trash. I gotta go.
Most places promote Suboxone. You know, and other medications. So
Yeah.
in a sense, what I'm hearing is another excuse. Okay. And I get it. Look, I've been there. You know, the fear of the unknown, the fear of all this shit that you're going to have to deal with because your life is utterly unmanageable right now. Is it, or is it not?
Oh, it's 100% unmanageable.
Okay. Well, you think that's going to get better?
No, I don't at all. I know it isn't going to get any better.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll get what time you dose in the morning? I'll be up there right afterwards. Then we'll go take a ride over to Cynthia's.
About 8, we usually leave. And if you can, I'm down.
All right. Well,
I mean, if you can, you know what I mean?
You
Yeah.
promise not to block her after this conversation? Because I'm going to tell you, Lisa, I don't know if you remember, because it's 3 years ago, but I sat on a live with Tech, Samantha Nowhere, and a Whole Foods panel on TikTok, and we went round and round for 5 hours. And Tech talked you through every single thing you needed to do. And you said, yes, 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 yes. She had your number. You had her number. And then the following day, we all woke up. We were so excited. We thought you were committed. And the next day, you woke up and you blocked her. Can you promise us you won't block her this time?
No, I'm not.
If she blocked me and I ride up there, it's not going to be a wasted trip. I will go spend the afternoon with my lovely sponsor.
Love
Who
that for you.
saves lives every day.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Can I just say something real quick? Lisa, which one would you rather do? Get clean and go to a rehab to get off of all this, or would you rather do it in jail where they don't give you anything and you're really going to withdraw? Because you're either going to step a foot in the door to jail or a foot in the door to rehab. So which one would you rather go and get off of it at? Jail, rehab? Because you got a foot in the door to both because of all the things that you've done. So technically I would rather go to rehab to get off all this stuff instead of doing it in jail. So think of it like that.
Can I ask you another thing, Lisa? You came on earlier. I've been listening to you all afternoon with Kim, and the whole point you said of getting on Discord and doing the phone calls was to talk about rehab options, how to get it to work, your insurance, and all the other crap that goes along with it, and how Kim was helping you, and blah, blah, blah. You have Tech right here, right now, telling you she will drive up in the morning and literally walk you across the threshold into it to get you there. But then you just said you can't commit to that. So a few hours ago, it was all you're going to go into rehab, but now yet it's put in front of you with literally on a platter with a bow, with someone willing to do it with you, to go in person and help you, but you can't commit to that. And that's why people don't believe you.
I'm sorry, did I say I can't commit to that? Did I say that?
Yeah. When I asked you if after all this, I told you 3 years ago, literally the summer 3 years ago, I sat on a live with you for almost 6 hours all night.
Yeah.
We had so many people, and you were talking with Tech. You had each other's phone numbers. You were working it all out, and then you blocked her. So here we are again, and you just said a few hours ago you're ready. You're mentally ready. You're sick of the life. You're ready to go. You said Kim was helping you. You're doing all the insurance, all the phone calls. We get Tech up here. She
Yeah.
tells you she will be there in the morning, literally walk you through the threshold. And you said the first thing I asked you if you could not promise not to block her, and you said you can't promise that. That's what I don't understand. If you're really ready, you won't block her. You'll let her come to you. You'll let her help you. Kim's not going to drive up there for you, Lisa. And I'm sorry to say, but Kim is not your friend. She records your phone calls. She posts them online. A real friend doesn't do it. I know you said earlier that friends can go back and forth, but that's, in my book, that's not a real friend.
I mean, that one was a little rough. I'll give you that. But
that's a lot of rough. That really crosses a how are you supposed to trust her ever again kind of thing. That's just me. I'm older. But if a friend ever did that to me, literally taped my phone calls and then posted them online, I don't think I'd ever trust them again. You are a grown woman and you have family. And I know you've had outs with your family, but you also drop what she's doing and come and take you. I know in your heart you know that.
Yeah. No, I know she would.
Okay.
Text won't back up, y'all. I'm gonna drop. Yeah, text won't back up. I'm gonna drop.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know that was you talking. I couldn't see the screen. I'm sorry, Teresa. When you was talking before, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But I mean, in reality, though, I mean, honestly, where do you want to go through this at? Jail or rehab? Because jail's not going to give you Suboxone
Dude,
to get off.
I literally was gonna be a smart ass and be like jail, but
Oh,
fuck you. So glad I didn't.
You really don't want to do it in jail. I did.
No, I was just gonna be a smart ass.
Because look, I couldn't afford rehab, and I chose jail. I knew I had a warrant. I came back to the city. I had a warrant in. I was like, I'm ready, and I sat in jail for 2 months withdrawing. But I did it. Yeah, it's rough, but I did it. And then when I got out, then when I got out, I messed up, and that's when I got on the Suboxone. And Suboxone saved my life. But I'm telling you, you don't want to do this in jail.
No, absolutely not. No.
And you may not think that you're going to end up in jail, but with everything you've done, Lisa, it's catching up to you. Well, you got a foot in that door.
Yeah, and even if you put all that aside, things that go on can catch up at any moment, right? So, yeah.
and you can't run from it forever. And it's gonna get you.
Yeah.
So I would choose this rehab. I mean, if Tech's giving you this option, girl, I'd take it. I mean, you're not gonna keep getting these offers.
Right. I know. Yeah, people are gonna give up.
I mean, it's I would choose rehab over jail. Trust me. From
100%.
someone who had to do it in jail. Take the rehab.
Lisa, can you invite Tack back up? She apparently got dropped but didn't mean to, so she
I
needs to be re-invited back in.
don't know how to do that, but Kim did say she was requesting, and I said let her up. Kim, are you there? Okay, she got her.
Thank you.
Where'd she go? Oh,
But I also have to say something to you while you're waiting for Tech to come back. Oh, there she is. I'll let her go. There you are,
Nah,
Nucking Cluck.
go ahead. I'm listening right now. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Can I
Where'd she
say
Oh,
go?
me?
something real
I'm sorry.
quick?
I'm waiting for Tech to talk.
Yeah, go ahead, talk. I'm here. I'm listening.
No, I'm
Okay, so
just saying. Go ahead,
so
Scapegoat. I know you've
no,
been
go ahead,
waiting.
Butter.
I'll shush.
It's
After
fine, Butter,
you,
because I
man.
can wait. Thank you. Um, I kind of wanted to say I took a little bit of offense to the way Kim just came at Tech and then tried to say she thought it was because she thought it was Carmen. I think anybody that's trying to help Lisa that is not Kim, she's gonna have a problem with. She's probably messaging her behind the scenes right now, um, saying, like blah blah blah. Like, here's my thing. You say you're such a good friend to her, right? And you got her best interest at heart, but yet you keep her continuously high because it keeps you high. You can't tell me you ain't getting nothing out of it, honey, because an addict don't do nothing selflessly when they're in active addiction. And you've even went as far as fucking screenshotting fake money to drug dealers while she's sitting there. We've heard that. We've heard that. And you got the best interest for her? I don't think you really do. And I think you need treatment, Kim. I really do. Because you're a piece of shit, dude.
Lisa, I remember it was about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Somebody, I don't really tell anybody when you and I talk. You know, you
Right.
and I haven't had a really long talk in a while. That one day we sat up for 2 hours and talked,
I
and
remember.
then find out you were talking to Queen, Queen of Trades.
Mm-hmm.
We both gave you pretty much the same suggestions, and then we was a little disappointed because 5 minutes later you did the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I know you have trust issues. I know, trusting the ones that are down out on the street with us. You know what I'm saying? And with the girl that just said what she said, um, people in addiction don't do shit for nothing.
No, and I trust you though, because like I said a million times, we've had talked, me and you, and then the shit hasn't got out there. So you know
That's
that.
because I was eventually hoping that you would eventually call and say, "Look, I'm ready. I'm sick and tired of doing this same shit." Because here's me, shit. You might as well go out and suck a dick. It'll be quicker. You know what I mean? And that's what's next. You're gonna be out there hitting licks because you're not getting it on TikTok. Is that this is the path that you're on. Do you want me to continue on down the path and tell you what else you got in store for you?
No, because I'm not. I don't want to continue on it. Like
Okay.
I were in
'Cause
here earlier.
it
Oh,
ain't fucking pretty.
I don't. I get so desperate. I don't want to get to any lower point.
No, you're gonna get lower.
Oh,
You're gonna
there's way lower to go for
it's
sure.
gonna get lower.
It can definitely get lower, and I don't want it to.
Well, everybody says what's gonna be Lisa's bottom? What's gonna be Lisa's bottom? Lisa, you're in your bottom right now.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started watching you, you were pretty much like knee deep. You were knee deep, and then I
Yep.
watched you chest deep, and now I'm barely seeing the top of your fucking head. And I cry for you someday. That the video that Penny Fairy did, literally cried because so many similarities with you and I. But
What
the
video? I didn't see the video. Should I check it out?
it was a nice sad video. Nothing ignorant, but just yeah. Respectable. I don't see too many respectable videos that I share with you. There's only been 2. But anywho,
I'll check.
um, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry, I don't really watch myself on TikTok. I don't know if you know that, but I do not go on TikTok unless I'm on there going live for obvious reasons. I'm sure who wants to see that crap about themselves and know it's true.
Maybe you should go take a look. Maybe you should go take a look. Go do a deep dive on yourself. Go take a look at that shit and yeah, go take a look at it. Go search yourself and go look at a bunch of fucking videos. Go watch yourself. Maybe that'll be the eye opener you have. And you know what bums me out? I think the most, and this is gonna be this. I hurt your feelings. I don't. Your son hated you being on TikTok. Hated you being on TikTok. And guess where
Yes,
you
he
still are?
did.
You're still on TikTok.
I know, and he said that to me months ago. He said you're still going live.
And guess what? You're the demons that are on you right now. Do you think that it wants you to listen to me or it wants you to keep listening to Kim? You think
What
that just
hold
means
does she have over you? Literally, why do you put so much of your situation into someone like Kim? And I'm not trying to, well, maybe I am, but why are you involving her in any of your rehab stuff when you know you have people like Tech and your own family out there willing to help you at the drop of a dime? Why are you asking her for help?
Did you sign over medical stuff for her to look into?
No, I think she was just trying to convey, like she said, like if I don't answer or the call don't go through, that they can call her to get in touch with me.
So you put her as your emergency contact.
Yeah, her and like my mom's cell phone.
Okay, so make fucking sense. You were just pissed off about the videos or the shit that got put out there or that was private. I couldn't even get through the first. I didn't even listen to them. I started to listen to the one and couldn't listen to it. It triggered the fuck out of me. Not to use, but it just triggered my own trauma, some of my old shit. But how could you entrust that to her?
Literally.
And to be part of some of your grifts.
Honestly, like speaking honestly, that was like the first time I think she's ever like broken my trust. And I'm no angel. I've done things to her. But that was honestly the first time. I mean, when Abby had the baby, she was the first person I told, and she didn't tell nobody. Like little things, like same with you, Tech. Like I have trust in her. You know what I mean? And
Is she from your area? You guys ever meet in person?
no, not yet.
So and you and her did a lot of with the cash apps and the Venmos. She helped you out on all that shit.
Yeah.
And she got her little deal out of it.
No, I don't see an
Oh,
angle.
come on. There's an angle there.
Fuck. Come on, please. All right. Well,
there's honestly not one that I know of. I haven't been able to figure it out if there is one. I really don't. She had the gossip thoughts, which was double my page when she met me. She had, she takes no money that I know of. I don't know the angle if there
But
is
she
one.
made fake Cash App things to show your drug deal, and you don't think she's not doing the same thing to you? Come on. Personally, I don't. And let me ask you a question. Kim, you said verbatim She's never been a friend to you. She never calls you to see how you're doing. You went off. You said she's never ever been a friend to you. You called her cracky, crackhead, everything. You played all the videos. So why are you still friends with her?
What makes you? So what makes you and her friends? TikTok friends on TikTok. What you talk about? You talk about like real life shit? Real life
I mean, honestly, everything. Like earlier, I was sharing my screen, we were FaceTiming, and we were watching, my
shit? La-di-da. Well,
Hey,
Lisa, I'll be
hey,
honest.
Lisa.
This reminds me of the Q&As that you do.
Yep.
So it's gonna. We're back, and you have a vicious cycle. We and the ones that have been tuned in for a while know your cycle and pretty much read you like a book. And that's I feel sorry for the ones that give you money because they don't know no better. But I'm gonna make sure I will if I'm gonna make it a mission to educate people on enabling. I'm not gonna do no awareness on no specific person, but I'm gonna let you know because some people I don't even believe that they even realize that they are enabling.
No, there are people that think they're helping more than hurting. And I do too at the moment. I may think different later, right?
Yeah, well, when you're so what your voice irritates the fuck out of me. I swear it does, man. I gotta pray for you. Man, do I gotta pray for you every day for 2 weeks. I gotta pray for you, man.
No, that's very true. It's a lot of the same.
I said your voice irritates the fuck out of me. Yes, I did. I'll say it again. I'm gonna say it over again. You irritate the fuck out of me. That's my opinion. I'm
Okay.
sharing my opinion. And you're a broken fucking record.
Lisa, Tech, can
Yes.
you stay here for a second with me? Um, so, hey, Tech, it's Krista. Um, when I said that Tech and I, we've had our beefs. We still aren't really besties, but
Who
I
are
don't
you?
come. I'm Krista. Hey, honey. I don't come from the addiction side of everything. I come from the banking side. Okay.
Okay.
But if I was ever an addict, I can go ahead and tell you, Tech would be the first one that I called because she's about the only one that I would trust to do what she says she's going to do.
I do.
But
And I've said that,
coming, I hope you do. I really do because what I want to say to you is Teresa, I think it was Teresa was up here earlier asking you jail or rehab. Okay.
Mhm.
Earlier today when I was in here, I heard somebody ask about the cash apps and Kim got in an argument with him about, it wasn't against the law, whatever, whatever. So let me shed light on a few things real quick. When you have either people making cash apps for you to send money to your account, that is embezzlement. Okay. When you make constant cash apps because you can't, what's the word I'm looking for here? Hold on. You can't verify the person's name that you're
putting the Cash App in. You have to continuously make them because you get, I believe it's 2 days to verify everything, and then they shut it down.
Or mining.
Why? 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 Because you thought
They
she
were
was
recording
hungry? Yeah, because you thought she was hungry? No,
Okay.
my question is, why would you assist her in gaining more cash? Why? Oh, well, you're a really good
Okay.
friend.
Okay, so
You're
we'll
So
move
she
past
asked you
the
to jump off the bridge. Would you jump off a bridge? I mean, come on, Kim. You knew what the money was buying her, and you kept making cash up. And yet you
okay,
knew what it
so
was for.
so we'll move past the making of the Cash App names, okay? When you saw the 900,000 messages about theft by deception, I
Mhm.
promise you that is a real thing, okay? When people have recordings of you saying, I need money for this, I need money for that, I need money for whatever, and they can prove that you didn't use the money for that, that is theft by deception. And when I promise you via internet, it is a federal offense, not a state offense. I'm not lying, okay? And I just want you to be aware because you are literally rehab or jail. And if
you
you've ever
in a
heard the
sense.
people that join the military so that they don't get put in jail, or they go into rehab so that it looks better when they go to court, I would choose the rehab route because you don't want
Okay.
federal prison.
Well,
It's not fun.
you do realize that I do need to eat and I do smoke cigarettes, right?
Hmm.
So
I do.
every penny does not go everywhere people think it goes.
And it's not every penny. I'm not saying that you didn't use money for eating and smokes and all that stuff. You have to eat. However, you've been asked numerous times what happened with the money for Shadow. That's what I'm talking about. Instances like that, and there's more than just that one. Those are the ones that are going to come back and bite you in the ass, Lisa. And I'm with everybody else. As much as I hate to say this, yes, I want to see you get Jace back and have your life back. You could, the amount of money that you have fucking gotten in the how many years, dude, you could own your house by now. You could own cars. You could have all kinds of shit. And
I
it's
mean, I
not
guess
too late to
be in a
do
better
that.
situation.
You just got to buckle your ass down and do what the fuck you got to do, Lisa. And you know what you have to do. You know it. And yeah, it's scary. I would assume I've never been an addict. I can only imagine what it's like for any of you and anybody who's in recovery. Fucking you all are awesome because I can't even stop fucking smoking cigarettes, much less a regular drug. I'd be fucked. But
Yeah.
take Tech's offer and do. She's got it set up for you, honey. And like I said, she's the only one I would fucking trust. And her and I don't even. I mean, I've had to say my apologies to Tech. I'll put it that way. But she is still the one that I would fucking go to. So
Yeah.
take her up on it, okay?
She
Take her
because
up on it.
she says the absolute truth, whether it hurts your feelings or not. And,
Exactly.
you
Mhm.
know, you got to respect it.
You do, and you do,
Listen,
and
every
you
time,
need to.
listen, Kim, every time you helped her with a cash app or some kind of thing, it was in a sense, in a sense, it was like you were loading the gun. Think of it that way. Anytime you assist, and I get you got to eat, Lisa. You know what I was saying in my live one day? You got to go hungry, I guess. Go figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Is basically what I was telling people. Why are people so quick to throw fucking money? Why are you so quick to throw money? That the money is going to fix the issue. Has money fixed your issue?
No.
Has money hurt you?
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing has done me no favors.
So, but keep kudos. Keep doing what you're doing because it's not working. or do something fucking different. And it ain't just me. It ain't just me. It's a whole team up in Pittsburgh. And the main one, Cynthia. Cynthia has it all, everything. You talk to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, she knows her shit.
Yeah, absolutely, she does.
And I trust that she is the strongest woman that I know. And she can move mountains. If you're willing to put up the fucking if you're willing to go, if you're willing to take them steps, we ain't gonna chase you. Because we
Yeah,
know, you know.
yeah. There's no point. You know that, and
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I'm gonna drop down, Lisa, but
I'm sorry.
take Tech up on her offer, please. Because you, just for Jace, you and Jace, that's the only people. Do it for yourself and do it for your son, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I text her.
Look, here's me. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not trying to get rude with you. I'm fucking rude with your disease right now. I can't stand the fucking disease. It's taken too many fucking people that I know.
Yeah, it's rough.
I sponsored a girl on this app. She didn't want to listen. She didn't want to stay away from the app. She kept on getting stuck, and stuck. And then, you know, our conversation would consist of TikTok stuff. And every time you and I talked, what did I try to do? Steer us away from TikTok shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, get the fuck away from it. We gotta focus on this. The focus needs to be over here. Do you know that
Mm-hmm.
girl's gone? Do you know she's gone? She was calling me every single day for 2 months. Was doing good. Then I think she wasn't. You know. But 2 days I missed her phone call. I'm like, where's she at? I ain't heard from her in 2 days. On the third day, I found out she had been gone for 3 days.
Sorry to hear that.
So, choice is yours. But once you pick up, you don't have a choice no more. So.
Yeah.
I miss my Tara. I do. She was a Spitfire, man. But she had demons. Demons. Them demons are fucking strong, man. I said earlier today, if you go from the street to rehab, man, kudos to you. I don't know too many people that have gone. Most of the people that I know, like me, I went from jail to rehab, hospital to rehab. Not too many are able to get themselves off the street into rehab.
Yeah, it's hard because, like you said, you want to do it, but you keep kind of pushing it.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to face none of the fucking reality. You don't, when, you know, for me, I never lived without it. I didn't know how to face life without the rugs.
Yeah.
They were my comfort. They were my lover. It was my pimp. I did whatever the fuck it told me to do. It makes you lie and deceive and con and manipulate. And that's going to
Lisa, you know,
continue.
oh, sorry, Tech.
No,
The
no,
problem
that's it.
is, I've heard this, I know I've been in the lies with you, Tech, but Lisa, no one's going to believe you until you actually go. It just sounds like the same shit, different day that we've heard you've been saying it's for 4 years for me personally. I've listened to you say you're going, you're going, you're going. I've heard all the lies. I've heard you off your entire family for a money grab. I've heard every single lie for a money grab that someone could come up with. The police don't even believe you. Think about that for a minute. The police actually weren't even going to go to you because they think you're such a liar. And what happens when the day comes and you actually need help and people, because you're the boy that cries wolf? That's sad. Hearing an actual tape of police saying, I'm not going because they know you personally. That's sad.
Listen,
You
I said, Lisa, she
saying it.
sat in a box with me and I was going on and on and on. And the next thing I heard a lighter I said, bitch, are you hitting? She was hitting while she was, and don't lie, because I busted you that day, man. I said, oh my, that was last year.
Yes, you
And,
did.
and listen, do you think the people that have been watching for as long, they're going to, I get shit I get shit all the time because people say, I coddle you and then I'm giving you a free pass. You ain't getting no free pass.
No, they don't know Tuck's the same way behind the scenes as she is on them. You
I
know, she
mean,
eats my ass out. Chews my ass out.
I come with you with genuine care and concern, and then I come to fucking raw. Or it just depends on, like,
What's the situation is.
yeah, and a variety of it.
Right.
Because I do genuinely care about you as far as a human and as a mother and as do I consider us friends? Once I meet you in person, yeah. But Kim is the enabler. Kim doesn't want to be sick.
So, I
I'm
just
reading
want
the chat. I'm reading the chat. So
If you're reading,
and so
I'm not
sorry.
in it.
Um, I just wanted to say real fast, Lisa, that I know that everything they're talking about sounds scary. Sobriety is scary, but I can promise you that first step, the step to get sober and to get clean and to go with tech to a rehab, is the scariest part of this. Like it doesn't get scarier after that. Everything after that initial step into rehab is easy. I mean, it's not easy, but it's easier than that initial step to get yourself where I think in your heart of hearts that you need to be. So
real quick, Butterfly Kisses wants to make sure to say, stop just saying Jace. Jesus Christ, she's got 4 fucking kids, and 2 are minors, and 1 is going through addiction on her on and off. Not just fucking Jace. It's Nicole, Abby, Cole Jr., and Jace. You're right. You're right. You're right. When I first got into, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, I couldn't get past that comment. When I first got into clean, when I did my first lead, I shared that I had 3 kids because I was ashamed that I had 4 I said but I'm not being honest. So you're right. She does have more kids. So my fault. And that is a hard reality to face, Lisa. You got to face it all and get through it. Or end up a fucking statistic.
is there just tech? Are you able to get the family in touch with people who might be able to offer some family counseling? Because it's not just Lisa who needs help. The whole family, once Lisa makes that step to go to rehab, is going to need to learn how to firmly set boundaries, how to stick to those boundaries. I know Ronnie and Jess do a great job at that already, but it's everybody, Jace and all the other kids, Abby, and they're all going to need to learn how to open up to Lisa again. So is there anything like that of, maybe, that we can offer or that we can get them in touch with?
Well, when she goes to rehab, there'll be a family. There's like family day. Like when I went to my rehab, we had a chair sitting in front of me, and we got to face off, and they got to tell me their frustrations, and then I get to tell. And then there is that the learning process. When she's at the facility, as far as on their own, there's definitely family therapy. There's NA meetings, there's Al Anon meetings. A great resource to learn about the addict is to go to an NA meeting. But I don't feel like I think there's a lot of enabling and a lot of denial and a lot that we don't know. And as far as the family dynamic, and every family dynamic is different. Like my family, some of them, most of them did tough love. They didn't enable me not one fucking bit.
Yeah, that's what it was like in my family too. My mom basically said, "No, you're coming home." And I was 25. She was like, "You're coming home. I'm going to watch you like a freaking hawk." And luckily, in my case, that was enough for me to go back on the straight and narrow. But I know not everybody is that lucky. And I know the whole topic of, are you going to show up tomorrow, Lisa? Are you going to answer the phone? That she's got to be scared out of her mind. So I just, to me, it was like, it was really important to come up here and let her know that that is like the scariest and the hardest decision she will have to make. But after that, like the steps get easier, the days get easier, so.
No, I
Here's
can.
here, here's
I
here's another hard reality real quick. Tell her if she isn't going to rehab, you need to make arrangements. Do you have arrangements? Does anybody know what you want done if something were to happen to you? Do you know I have that all planned out? Do you know that I even got my obituary half wrote out? And that's something that I didn't think about in addiction. I didn't think about that. Did not.
yeah. Well, I do have a will, but
What's the,
I mean, I don't have anything, so I don't know what They won't have to distribute anything.
Yeah.
It's whatever the kids will want to do, I guess, with me.
We don't want, and here's the thing, the thing is we don't want your kids to have to plan that. Okay, we and I heard you earlier, I don't know exactly what was said, but I was yelling to the phone. You were there, but not that you have been in your kids' lives, but not when you're there, even when you're there, you weren't there. You haven't been there in a long time. And there's people out
Fair.
there that want to help you get there. I'm gonna be quiet for a little.
Fair.
So you're gonna go tomorrow, Lisa? Take the drive? Real serious, real talk. You're gonna go tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. I've already texted her
You
about it.
text tonight?
An hour ago.
Did you get that text?
Hmm.
I know she's there. I see
Yeah.
her. You got the text?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lisa, if you don't go tomorrow, we're not going to see you back on here on Discord tomorrow with some excuses. With Kim's going to be the one that has to help you, kind of nonsense. Because Kim doesn't need to be involved with that at all. By the way, you're a grown woman. You have enough people that will really help you get you through the door. You don't need her help on that.
No, I mean, I don't need it, but I mean, she's just trying to help. You know what I mean? She's just trying to, I guess,
One of
push me
these
to.
days, I'm going to know what the real deal is on that. One of these days, I hope to get to know the real deal on all that.
I'm sorry, Lisa, but in my honest opinion, from
She ain't no
I worked
fucking
for
friend.
cooking for 4 years, she just wants to be the one person that after all this time of thousands of people that have tried to get you into rehab, she wants to be the one that says, look at me, I did it. I got her in.
I kind of think she wants to keep her sick.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know, something's
the
going on
benefit.
there.
Sorry, they're
What's
home
the
girl.
benefit? What's the angle?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, what's the angle? It's more of a burden to her if I'm here doing, bothering her, calling her, going live, things like that. I
She's an
just,
enabler. She's also told you that she doesn't go out in the world. She has no friends in real life. And me personally, I think she singled you out because she wanted to find someone in worse shape to make her herself feel better. She looks at
Well,
you as like, oh, yay, I can feel better about myself if I have someone else that's codependent on me, blah, blah, blah. And they need me, they need me. She wants to feel needed because no one else needed her. People in her family have cut her off. So unfortunately, she actually keeps you from being involved with your own family in some respects. Because and I know Lisa, because I've heard you listen, talk to you for long enough to know that if you called Jess, it could be 2 o'clock in the morning and said, I want to go right now. My bags are packed. She would do whatever the frick she could to get you there. And same goes for Tech, because I've seen her say it enough. It's like being a dead horse on how many times I've heard Tech tell you she would come at the drop of a dime. And I know you know it. So you
I have
don't
a
need
question.
Kim.
Has she
Uh,
assisted you more on getting high or assisted you more on getting into rehab
getting
lately?
high.
Like the past couple months. No, she's been really pushing the rehab thing, like a
But
lot.
also pushing the cash apps and all that too.
While she's sending your drug dealer the money. Come on, Lisa.
Listen, you know what that is? That's a reservation. And it was just like my girl. You did. You loaded that gun up for her. I don't even want to hear. You know what? Your voice just really irritates the fuck out of me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like you didn't know what the fuck you were talking earlier, telling me that I'm fucking Carmen. Who recently, like the last week? Oh, praise the Lord! You ain't made none in the last week. Praise the Lord! Thank you, Kim. Hallelujah! 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 Lately, lately, lately. Are you? Hallelujah!
Oh,
Uh-oh. Did she drop tech? Yep. Lisa, why Kim wants to control everything.
and
She wants to drop the people that she wants to drop. She'll only let up people she
okay.
wants to talk. She's controlling everything in your life right now. Even in your last live, it was all about sending everybody over to Discourse, because she wants to control your narrative. It's weird. I don't know how you don't see that she wants to have like control over everything you do is just bizarre to me. She wants to be the one that helps you, gets you to rehab. There's so many hundreds at this point, Lisa, of people that would literally get in their car and come help you if you said yes, please. If you literally said, I am outside my parents' house, somebody come take me to rehab right now, I guarantee you 20 strangers would show up and take you. You don't need her to do this. I know you can do this on your own. And you said from hours ago, I want to say maybe 2 o'clock, that the whole reason for this whole Discord thing was because you were ready. You said, I heard you say you from your own mouth. You're sick of being sick. You're sick and tired of the bullshit. You're sick and tired of all of it. And you're ready, that you haven't used in 2 days. Don't know if I believe that, but that you said you're ready. So now you have people come up here tonight, texted you and said, let's go tomorrow. So let's go tomorrow. Do it. You've got her. You don't need her to be up live and let Kim control the situation right now. You could say, you know what? I'm going to go talk to Tech tonight. I'm going to get all my ducks in a row. I'm going to get my bags packed and I'm going to get ready to go. That's all you need to do. You don't need her blessing on this. Did I
No,
lose you?
no,
Can
I'm
I
here.
go?
Okay.
Can I go?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I have to say. Lisa, you are a grown woman. You've
Mhm.
had children, you've lived your life. In order for you to be successful, you're going to have to do it on your own. Your mom can't do it for you, your dad can't do it for you, and Kim certainly can't do it for you. You need to separate from Kim, not in a, I don't mean that in a mean way, but you have to do this for yourself. And Kim, I find you completely hypocritical because now you want to be her protector, her savior, the person who gets her in rehab and all of that, when you are the same person that helped her lie, cheat, and scam. So, which side of the envelope are you going to be on? Because you answer all of her questions, you don't allow her to speak for herself, you correct her about her own life, but you can't help her get well. She has to make that decision on her own, and she's going to have to work the program. There'll be nobody holding her hand. So why are you doing that now? After helping her do all of the cheating. Can you answer that?
And been, yeah, I just said that.
But do you hear yourself? You said the last 2 days. This has been going on for months. When you release those tapes, we got to hear. Okay, but when you release the tapes, we got to hear you helping her take advantage of people.
Rehab.
You need to stop talking to fucking
No,
people
because
the
if
way
you're
you
gonna keep
do.
asking me questions,
No,
I'm
because
gonna answer.
you're just as
Right, and I
fucking
want
guilty.
you to answer,
You
but I
Okay,
feel
want
so
you
I'm
to
that.
trying to.
understand
Yes, the last
that
couple days I've been trying to
You
find
ain't
her a
trying to shit,
rehab.
but
That
this
you
doesn't
ain't
is
mean I
tried
haven't
something.
to
been
Hold on,
begging
hold
her to
on,
go
hold on,
the
rehab.
last
Skate.
Look,
4
Hold
look,
on,
months.
you
Skate.
ain't
Hold
you ain't
on,
tried to
Skate.
do
Hold
shit.
on. I got
I'm so
it. Hold
sorry, honey.
on.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. You talk about how you took responsibility. I have never heard you take responsibility. I have never heard you apologize to the people who gave her money under false pretenses. And you helped her do it. And we heard the tapes that you released of the conversations where you were helping her come up with the lies. You were the one, the mod in her chat that was blocking the truth, deleting people, banning people from her life so she could continue to take advantage of people. And this is my thing. Lisa has a disease. I believe that addiction is a disease and she needs to be cured from it. You helped her stay in that state by the things that you did. And I have never heard you apologize. You say, I take accountability, but you have never apologized. You have never said, you know what? This is what I'm going to do to make amends. I'm going to X, Y, and Z. You now want to sit in a seat that makes you look better by saying, I'm the one helping her, blah, blah, blah. Lisa, if Lisa wants to do this, she doesn't need your help because she could do this on her own. And she needs to start doing that now because you're not going to be in rehab with her. Her parents are not going to be in rehab with her. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, Lisa?
Yeah, no, I understand that. I
You
understand.
understand that, right? And so, for your own benefit, I want you to stand, put your big girl panties on, and stand on your own 2 feet. Because when you come back, I want to see the best Lisa that's ever existed. I want you to do so well that you shock everybody. But you're not going to do it if you have Kim as your handicap. And I'm not saying that she'll keep you in your addiction, but if you don't learn how to stand on your own too, and you always have to rely on somebody else, people will disappoint you. Never rely on somebody else because they could be here today and gone tomorrow. So I would appreciate it, Kim, if you would apologize to all the people that you helped her lie, steal, cheat, and scam. To me, that's taking accountability. And then I'd also like for you to step back and let Lisa be the grown woman that she is. Stop answering all of her questions. Stop. You need to clarify for her. You act like you're her protector, but all you did was help her stay in her addiction. That's all I had to say. Thank you very much.
Why did you drop tech, Kim? Yoo-hoo.
Is I'm not sure how to unmute people. He's still there.
Which one?
Uh, Kim. She's the only innocent.
But why did she drop her in the first place?
I honestly don't know. She probably feels like attacked and like she's getting blamed for my.
Well, she does have a big part in keeping you sick. Do you not see that?
Yeah, no, I mean, but she is trying to help though. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
but
I understand it
understand.
might not be going that way, but she, in her mind, right, thinks like I'm helping. You know what I mean? I'm helping her, right? There's a
By
lot of
helping
people that
by
feel that way.
helping you do what though, Lisa? She put you in harm's way by sending you a screenshot at a drug dealer's house. We heard you get into a fist fight. We heard it because she released that. And I'm sorry, I just don't feel that's something that a friend would do. A friend wouldn't record your conversations just because she's mad at you, throw them out on the internet, and she's talking about she's got something on your dad that she's about to put out. She's not a friend. With friends like her, you don't need no enemy. I promise you that.
I
I got a million friends that I've never recorded a single conversation of.
don't have recorded phone calls either.
And I don't think that you do. I really don't think that you do. I think she does. And that's a snake, in my opinion. And she's helping keep you sick. And you keep saying, what angle does she have?
Yeah,
Lisa, she's making money off of you, honey. Banking. You think she's going to sit back and do something for free all day long? No. And she says that she sends you screenshots of what you get, the same
I'm
screenshots
not
that
making any money off Lisa. I'm actually giving her my own money.
Okay, my bad, whatever. Anyway, so she's going to send you the same screenshots that she
I
sent
can
your
dead
drug
ass
dealer,
show
right?
you my bank statement for the
Bitch,
last
shut the
30
fuck
days
up.
and
Remember,
show you how much
what
I
the
have
fuck,
given
bitch?
Lisa.
Shut the fuck
It's
up. I'm
been
talking to
over
Lisa.
thousands
I'm
of
talking
dollars.
to Lisa and not you, bitch. Shut
No,
up.
because you're sitting here saying that I steal her money and I make money and I don't. So obviously I'm gonna correct you.
Which fucking fake cash app you gonna show, huh? Which one? Show me your bank statements to which you make
She
a fucking
begged me to
900
make
of them.
them.
Do you know what? If you cared about it, you would literally have not made one, a single one. You don't give a fuck about nobody but yourself, Kim. This whole
How
spectacle
do
is to
I
make
not
you look
care
good.
about anybody but
the
myself?
op.
This is because you want everybody to look at you differently. Everybody
No,
feel
I
bad.
don't even give a
Look
fuck
at
how
you. She's
anyone
doing
looks
a
at
good
me.
piece.
Actually, I don't care.
Then what are you doing here?
Exactly what I'm doing here. Do you think I give
What
a
is
fuck
it?
how
What?
you look at me or how you talk to me or what you think about me? No, you're up
Obviously.
here because I allowed you to be up here.
Bitch, you ain't shit. And I swear to God, you ain't shit.
See, exactly. You just said because you allowed her to be here. You see, right there, you just outed yourself because you like that power. You like being in control. You like to drop people when they don't say what you want to hear. The
No,
minute
because if they're gonna
tech
be
came for you,
saying lies, then yeah, I'm gonna correct them. She's
you
saying that
just
I'm making bank
basically
off
said
Lisa. I
you
have
like
not made a dime.
control. You
I
like
give
the
Lisa all
control.
my fucking money. Everything. I
They
give
Funny,
can't.
her
you showed
so
so
much
many receipts. I've
money.
never seen that though. And why did you play
They
those tapes though? Why did you even play those
Because
tapes in
she
the
was
first place?
online sitting there blackmailing me and fucking extorting me for money. I was fed up with it. I wanted to show people what she does to me almost on the daily, begging me for money every day. If I say no,
But why did you
hey.
tape her in the first place before she blackmailed you? Why did you tape her at all?
I started taping her because there was one time she called me and said she had a gun to her head and I didn't have it on tape. So, in order for me to see that when she was sitting there telling me these lies, that, and the third, I had no way to prove it to anybody.
Then
So
why
I
stay
had to
friends with her
start
at all?
recording.
Why stay friends with her at all? Most people, if a
Because
friend does that to them,
friends
does
go
not
through
remain friends.
friends go through shit. I don't know. They have their ups and
That's
downs. Just because she's lied to me a couple times, I'm not gonna stop being her friend.
What if you gave her money and she got
once you're
a
up
bad
and
thing?
you're healthy.
There's two people. I don't know. I heard something about what if you gave her money, and then something about healthy.
Because a real friend would do the hard things to get their friend healthy, not send their drug dealers money, Kim, or make
Okay,
cash apps.
and
That's not a real friend.
All her supporters send her drug dealers money. It's not.
It doesn't matter. You were transferring it to her. If she didn't have a way of getting it, why make the cash app
There
in
was
the first
times
place?
to use his cash app, and you guys sent directly to him, and I
And then
wasn't
when Ronnie
even the
pissed you off, you
middleman.
made
That's
Ronnie's
happened
name.
more
I mean,
than
come
5
on.
times.
You keep making them. You keep coming back.
I'm not
She
the one making the
literally.
cash apps. The cops will realize that when they can trace the IP address. And then all of you guys are gonna look fucking stupid.
We're gonna look. Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna look stupid because I'm not gonna be arrested for something I'm not making. You're gonna tell me they can't trace the IP address to where the cash app was made? Because it's
In the
not gonna
way,
be traced
I don't
back to
care
me
when
because
you
I'm not
did or
the one
didn't.
making them.
If you actually gave a rat's ass about her 100, like,
And that's
cared
why
about
we've been
her, you
calling for
wouldn't be
rehab
sending
for the
drug
last
dealers
week.
money.
I had
Period.
one set up for her for Monday. She didn't go. I do care. I can't force someone to go to rehab at 39 years old, but when she finally wants it, fuck yeah, I'm gonna make the calls with you.
So she said she wanted it today, right? Okay. So
She's
you
been
get tech
wanting
up
it
here
the
saying
last
she'll
couple
go
days.
right
Yes,
now.
she's been
And
going
then you
into
drop tech.
depressive
And then
state.
you drop tech. And then you drop tech.
Yeah, because I don't need to have her up here if I don't want to. Tech and her are
Exactly.
talk.
This is
Lisa
about
said
Lisa,
that
not
she
you.
text.
This is
Lisa
about
said
Lisa,
she
not
text
you,
message
right? This
text
is about
to their.
Lisa,
They can talk
not
between
you.
them. They can
Period.
talk between
You
them.
need to go to rehab. Because I'm sorry, you were not sober this evening when you started this, and you can drop me because you dropped the other person for
You
calling you
can
out
say
as
whatever
well.
you want. You don't know shit. You don't know
Okay.
shit about me.
I don't know shit about you. I know when you're sober and when you're not. You couldn't
You
even
don't
form a
know
sentence
shit
earlier.
about me. You don't
Okay.
know shit about
One
me
thing
or
I
my
do
kids.
know
You
is
know
if you
nothing.
actually gave a shit about Lisa.
Do you have anything to say? It's me, Jules, before I drop you.
I'm just going to talk to Lisa.
That's
Lisa,
fine.
Yes,
Lisa, you're 40 years old. I've got a daughter that's 37, and I've been going through this with her since she was almost 19, and she has 4 daughters. One of them is 19. What I'm telling you is you're letting so much time get in between you and your kids. Her 19-year-old don't even want to speak to her. Wants nothing to do with her. Her other kids are getting used to life without her. I have put her in and out, in and out, in and out of rehabs. She goes in, stays a couple days, leaves. Goes in, stays a couple days, leaves. I finally had to cut her off for my grandkids' sake and for her sake, because I knew if I did not cut her off and quit giving her money when she called me and said she's hungry, or when she calls me and says she don't have clothes, I always gave, and I finally had to cut her off. She went 2 or 3 months. I didn't even speak to her. And then I got a call one night from the paramedic in the back of an ambulance telling me my daughter is barely hanging on to life, where she took a ride with somebody and she got beat half to death and stabbed in her lungs.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't even recognize her when I got to the hospital. Her face, her head was almost 3 times the normal size. That's going to happen to you, Lisa, if you don't open your eyes, because you walk some dangerous streets out there.
I agree.
And just like when you went over there to get drugs from that apartment over there, and you had to bolt out of there, they could have got you then, or the time she was trying to send you screenshots so you could get your drugs from your dope dealer that morning, and he was pissed, and you was even scared then. You have gotten by. I'm just telling you, you gotta open your eyes, and you can't let nobody make decisions for you. You have to do it for yourself and for your children before you don't have children. The worst thing in the world is to feel like you have a child that wants nothing to do with you. Now, my daughter, I'm proud to say, she took a 12-month program, and she graduates the day before Thanksgiving. And she's finally got to have contact with her kids. They finally want to start having something to do with her because they see her trying.
Yeah.
She's not out on the streets still getting drugs and conning people. She was just like you. That's why I started watching you, because you reminded me of her. And I know if you don't change your ways, Lisa, you're either going to end up dead or in jail for a long time.
No, I agree, and I'm glad that she's doing better.
And think about what you're putting your parents through. That they'll tell you they love you and they help, but you're breaking their heart. And they're getting older. I'm probably their age.
yeah, they're 60.
You put your parents through hell, and it's so hurtful. And when they're gone, you're gonna wish to God that you could have took every bit of that back, and you won't be able to.
And you're right. I've been putting everybody I come in contact with through hell.
Exactly.
Everybody.
If you don't do something, you'll start doing something. Then there's gonna come a time you ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
I've been watching you for a while, and I just want to say that
Going.
if you don't get help, that I this is probably sounding like a broken record here, but if you do not get help, you're seriously going to end up dead within the next few months or something.
Can y'all
And
hear her?
can y'all hear me?
I
Barely.
could. I
My
heard very low.
my Discord is like really bad. I'm using my headphones. My bad. Can y'all hear me now?
I can.
Okay, yeah. I've been watching on and off with you for a while, and I feel like the way of saying without sounding too bitchy. I feel like that you're in a way guilt tripping us because we know that you need help, but at the same time, you're kind of giving excuses as to why you're asking for help financially. We can't help you financially. It is we're already struggling enough as it is, so you can't feed your addiction anymore, and you need to work on getting help for yourself. If that makes sense to anybody.
Did anybody else catch most of that?
I might have to use.
Dying.
I didn't hear.
I
Just
didn't hear
Gosh,
a lot
let
of it
me.
either, and I don't.
I might have to switch over. I might have to switch over
I
to
can hear you,
my
baby,
phone.
but you're very low, mumbly. I can't explain it. It sounds like you're underwater talking to us or something. It's bizarre.
Let me switch over to my phone because I could probably hear you could probably hear me a lot better on there. Give me a sec.
And Kim, what I was trying to say to you earlier, what would you do if you gave her money and she went out and bought something and got a bad batch of drugs and it took her life?
I don't know if she's in here or doing something. Let me see what is going on.
Hey, Lisa, I got a question for you. Or are you on the other line with Kim? Oh, Lisa, are we all on pause again?
I think we are.
I know she's on the phone with Kim.
Yeah. I don't think it matters what anybody says. It's just going to be up to her to.
It's been there, done that.
Yeah, you know what? I've dealt with this for years. I don't think there's anything that I haven't seen. It's
through it all.
Yeah, years of I'm gonna get sober. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and it just and chill. It took her almost losing her life to do it.
Right. You cannot do this unless you want to do it. But I got a question, Lisa. Lisa, can you hear me? Kim, can you mute?
Lisa, I've been watching you for the last month and a half, and I feel for you, but
some respect.
There's things that you can do like Suboxone and whatnot that will help you out and make it easy so you don't have withdrawals. And it's way better than like methadone or anything like that. Methadone is not really a good withdrawal situation.
Y'all, you, can you have some respect? We were all waiting in line.
I apologize.
Thank you. We're waiting for Lisa. She's on the other line with Kim.
I do think Kim is responsible for a lot of this.
Lisa's responsible for it.
No, well, she's an addict. She's an
Right.
addict, so you can't blame an addict
Oh, yes, you.
when you have somebody feeding her money. I mean, she is responsible, but at the same time, this girl is feeding her money and drugs and making money off of her.
Yeah, she gets half of her cash out.
Yeah, she's not giving her all of her money. She's keeping a lot of it for herself.
Her and her boyfriend.
Absolutely.
I don't know what your name is. Did did you hear the video of when Kim's husband come in there and he was pissed over the money and he had to shut their cash app off?
Yeah.
Why would you feed
I just
money
wonder
like that
what
to someone
her
else?
husband thinks.
They're going to be responsible for the IRS. That's the funny part.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing that I found out about today, and it ain't my place to get into the drama, but her boyfriend and his job, they all find out next week.
Did
It's
you
not
guys
my place.
Did you guys hear me when I came back the last time and said sorry, I'm back? My mic got jammed up or something?
Is this Lisa?
When I
No.
called Kim and then I was talking to Gregster. Okay, so you guys didn't
I
hear
didn't
it.
hear you.
Sorry.
All
Right,
right.
Kim, question. This is your Discord. Do you approve Kim controlling your Discord and kicking Tech out of the server?
It's my Discord. I can kick whoever the fuck I want out of it.
A question.
But shouldn't it be Lisa's Discord because this is all about Lisa?
Oh, it's my Discord. I made it. It's mine.
But Lisa one for you, Lisa.
Lisa, whose Discord is it, Lisa?
We know it's
Yeah.
yours, but should it be
Okay, then.
Lisa's?
Yeah, she built this. I don't know anything about Discord. She literally built this all like by herself and did whatever. I don't know anything about it except like to do this right here.
But the question is, do you approve of kicking Tech out?
No, I texted her about it behind the scenes already. Tech text me. I text Kim. We're handling that privately. I didn't. Yeah, I already got the text and we're handling that. I didn't know that it was the whole server.
Lisa, the only thing we can say to you is you got to take control of your life and stop allowing somebody else to dictate what is happening in your life, down to who can even speak. And when Kim doesn't like what somebody's got to say, she kicks you out of the Discord or mutes you. Do you not see the controlling and manipulation that's going on?
No, maybe I'm stupid because
You're not stupid.
It's your
Lisa.
server.
You're not stupid. I beg to
Wouldn't it?
differ.
I see
Wouldn't
a
it be?
totally different like angle to this inside of her. You know what I mean?
Like, wouldn't it be fair to say that they're both controlling and manipulating each other? Because, like, I get it.
Absolutely.
Kim has
If
got her
that's
own issues to work on, but Lisa is no saint. Like, and I
absolutely.
heard earlier that guy say, like, we can't blame an addict. Yes, we can.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I
we're
laughed.
all addicts, and we have all been blamed for things and held over the fire for whatever.
And
So
Kim so in
we can
addiction too. So if that's the angle, then she can't be blamed either, right?
I just like I understand that a lot of people are upset with Kim. I really do get that, but I think that you know, like yelling. I don't. It's like Lisa and Kim are as close as that they say that they are, and that it appears for them to be what for whatever reason. I don't think attacking Kim is going to get Lisa where she should be in rehab.
Right.
I agree.
I agree too. And she's not used to as much hate as I've been used to it for as long. And you know, I try to intervene as much as I can because it should be directed at me, you know. And
But nobody should be attacking anybody, period. Whether we
Agree.
disagree or not, have respect. I don't care if you're sleeping under a bridge, smoking dope, blah, blah, blah. You are still somebody's mother. You are still somebody's child. I guess I just have a different compassion because addiction runs in my family. I've been through it all. Like, I just have a different sense of compassion for people.
No, I think I'm the same way. I've been sober for 20 years and I have very low bullshit tolerance for addicts. It's like, been there, done that. Like, I don't really.
Yeah, but you
Like,
should understand you should understand like if somebody's an addict, like where they're coming from.
yeah, I understand that absolutely, but I also like it. I don't know. I don't know. Like, if I can do it,
anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it.
I agree. I did it too, but at the same time, it's like different for everybody. Like it's not. It's if somebody's in doesn't have a lot to look forward to, or doesn't have, you
Let's
know,
lost our children.
it doesn't matter if they feel lost and they don't feel like they have anything, then it's hard. I don't support them doing drugs, but at the same time, I understand like addiction is a disease, and you know everybody's different, so you have to like give them grace and like let them go through their battle.
Yeah.
Right.
And I understand that.
Why do we do drugs, right? Because we are hurting. So we
Right.
start doing them to numb. Then other things happen that we start doing more drugs to numb that happened. And then on and on and on, right? So everybody who does it and enjoys it for whatever reason, they are numbing trauma and pain or grief or something, right? That's what it does.
Absolutely.
My biggest
And then
concern for you, Lisa, is what is your rock bottom? That's what I'm scared for you. What is your rock bottom?
I don't.
That's what I was scared of.
Here, and
Mama T. Do you
her
know who
rock
Mama
bottom
T
is
is?
death, you guys.
No.
Do you know who Mama T is?
Mama T?
Yes. She's very popular on TikTok.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yes.
She prayed for you recently on her page, and
Didn't
that's
she
how I
get
found
backlash
you.
not too long ago for a video she posted?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Didn't she get like ousted because of something she said a week or
She
so?
just was cussing about this guy that was like trying to like bring her down, and she did nothing
Oh,
wrong. Her son was murdered in Mobile, Alabama,
Yeah,
and
that's how
she's
Can
I.
we
such
ask
a
one question and drop, please, instead of having this multiple conversation?
Yes.
sure.
okay.
What do you gotta say?
Oh,
Well, I was
Yeah.
waiting for other people because they were up here longer than me, but I'm just saying, like, all these people are up here, and I'm sure more people want to come in. So instead of like constantly going back and forth, we can ask a question, say what we want to say, and then drop.
Well, I want to ask one last question, and then you can drop me. Kim, have you thought about going to rehab? Is that something that you want to do?
no.
No,
I didn't hear her.
I didn't either. I mean,
I
I
didn't
can
know.
tell
I
I
didn't know
can
she
tell
was
she's
on
hurting.
drugs.
Right.
Yes, she is.
Well, most addicts are on drugs. That's what they say. I just wanted to know if she ever thought about going or wanted to go.
I don't want to answer for her, but from our conversations, she does not. She's
How does she have thousands of dollars to give you if she's also on drugs? That doesn't make any sense. Like
no.
she's
I know a
clearly
lot of addicts
give
that have a lot of money that's not quite accurate. I
Does she
mean,
even work?
not all addicts.
no. So how is she like that? Clearly says that she's getting money from your content.
Well, no. She has a significant other that works and makes decent money, from what I understand.
So she uses her
But
money
all
from
that
her husband to pay for her drugs. Okay.
yeah, I
Hmm.
don't think he's gonna be approving of all this.
Well, I wish you luck, Lisa. I'll drop out so other people can ask their questions.
Okay, thank you, Gregster, for
Yes,
being.
sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Lisa, I just want to know how come you just, if you're ready, just surrender. Who cares what everybody else thinks on TikTok? Just go. You don't owe anybody an explanation.
No, I can agree with that, but I said earlier in the other call, I said I do feel though that I do kind of owe, the people that, have supported me, especially over the past 6 months, or helped or with anything, like some kind of explanation of what's going on, you know what I mean, without asking for anything and without, just some kind of, you know what I mean? Just not disappearing, right? And then just
Like,
not never
they're
knowing what happened.
regular donors. If they're regular donors and they know where the money's going, then they're not people who deserve any explanation anyways. If they're giving you money regularly, knowing if they watched you long enough to know what you're doing and they're still sending you money regularly, then they are not the type of people that you owe any explanation to because they're not here for your best interest.
They're
They're
just
not
there to help
also,
you. They're just there to help you feed your addiction rather than helping you.
right. And once you get a clear mind, Lisa, you will have a whole different outlook on what type of people you want to surround yourself with. And the people that are continuously enabling you, you are not going to want those people around you. Period. They're not healthy. And
Yeah. I
hopefully
mean, I can
healthy.
respect, like I said, that opinion inside of it, but I, even like with my parents, right? I got two totally opposite. My dad, you don't get shit past them, right? Been there, done that, calls all my bullshit out ever since I was a teenager, right? Knows it
Yeah.
all. My mom never did a drug in her life, smoked a cigarette, don't know anything about it. And you can slide everything past her. It's too, and she's the type that she
thinks she's helping, very empathetic, right? So it's two totally different. I've seen it's. I don't know. It depends on the person and their experiences, and
She probably puts blinders on like I did for years.
My
You know
mom,
it's there, but you don't want to see it.
my brother could be completely knocked out on the couch, and my mom's like, "Oh, sweetheart, are you tired?"
I just want to say one thing, and then I'm also going to drop down. Your response, Lisa, to the question about like, why don't you just go, like, drop everything and go? That is an excuse, in my opinion, which to me, like, it just to me, you're not ready. You're not gonna go, and that's okay for you to say and for you to admit that, because I think people would enjoy a little bit of honesty. But it's when you're done making excuses, when you're done saying, well, I have a following that I need to update them, or my supporters who have done this, or people who have done this, like, to me, you would just go, because the only thing that matters are those kids. The only thing that matters is showing them that you can be everything that right now they think you can't be. Like, so I truly hope I'm wrong. I wish nothing but the best for you, but you've got to stop making excuses. You've got to stop saying, "Oh, well, it's this or it's this or it's this, that these are the reasons." Like, if you wanted to go, you would just go.
Right.
All right, who is next? I think Ford. Ford, you've been up here longer than me.
Can we wait for Lisa to come back?
I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong,
What is it in any of y'all business what how much money Kim got, or if her man's okay with her spending it? Just a question.
Oh, Kim supporter. All right.
No answer? No answer at all? Yeah, that's because it's none of anybody's business.
What was the question?
Who was it for?
The whole purpose Kim is here is because of her actions enabling Lisa all this time. And so it is, while it's nobody's business what her husband makes, but if it's an addict assisting another addict, then there's not ever going to be any change there.
she won't get better, basically.
Wait, was the question? Did someone ask me a question?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't towards you.
Okay, okay. Well, I guess Lisa just had enough for the day and she can't handle anymore, so she just dropped. I guess
All
this
right.
is just where we're gonna.
Well, I
Well,
just last thing, Kim, this is a big ass power trip for you. You have dropped two people genuinely trying to help Lisa just because they disrespected you, and you were sitting here the whole time saying, "I don't care what people say about me." Bullshit. Bullshit. You kicked out two people genuinely trying to fucking help this lady. And you were just because you were offended. Just because you were offended by what they were saying to you. And you're sitting here and the whole time saying, like, "Oh, I don't care what they say about me." Yeah, you fucking do. Yes, you fucking do. You may be dead inside and you may not care what people fucking say about you or like act like you fucking do, but you do. You don't want this lady to get better. You do not.
There's a difference
You have
between
helped her
being
get
affected and then
photoshopped images for drug dealers to send to them.
Mhm.
What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing with this lady? She's putting the shit
there's
into
a
her
difference
body.
between being offended and then having someone come
No,
up
no, no,
here
no, no, no,
and
no,
tell me
no. You all
that
of this
I
is
am not
bullshit.
enough
You don't
shit for
even give
her.
people
Okay, but she was
permissions.
lying. I can't defend myself when somebody's sitting here telling people shit that isn't true.
It's
I'm
not
not allowed to
Defend
say
defending.
that.
You're
yourself.
picking people out that are trying to save this woman's life.
I've already said when I've made the cash apps and what cash apps for mine.
Kim, you can say all day
It
long that
doesn't
you
matter.
want her
It
to
doesn't
go
matter.
to
You are
rehab
on the
and
tail end of
help
this,
her.
sending drug dealers straight up money, knowing what the fuck she's doing. You
I
are the
can
one
say
saying
all
like,
day
"Oh,
long
she
what?
strung me
Well,
along." No, the
she
fuck
wants
she
to get
didn't.
her
You know what
half.
she's doing.
You can
You know
tell
what
Lisa
she's
all
doing.
day long,
You are
go to
making
rehab, go to
assumptions.
rehab.
Like,
But as
my
long as you are sending her money and as long as you are enabling the behavior, you're
You are
not
not her
helping
friend.
her.
You are
Okay,
not her
but I
friend.
don't get half
You do
of the
not care
money.
about this woman's life
Greg,
at
straight
all.
opinions, straight opinions.
no, I can literally show you my bank account. I give her like money every single day out of
You're
my
Why do
killing
you give
her.
her money?
You're
You know where it
killing
goes.
her.
You know
Kim,
where it
Is
you're
goes.
she
killing
is
her.
she
No,
doing
I
drugs
do, but
today?
that doesn't mean I take a cut of her money. She
Kim,
Nobody
helps
if
me
you
gives a
with
care
shit
about
what you
her,
get.
money.
You are giving her nothing by letting her
That could
sit in
make
her
me a piece of
addiction.
shit. I don't give a fuck. I give her
All
money.
along
Kim,
the
if
way, you'd be
you
I
like,
don't
care
"Oh, go
about
to
take
rehab,"
Lisa,
but then here's some crack, Lisa. What the fuck? Are you
if you
serious?
care about